Are you thinking about adoption? In this video, I would like to look at what the Bible teaches about adoption and share with you my own adoption story. Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Lots of people are interested in adoption, and you might be surprised to know it is one of the most powerful words in the Bible. It is one of the most important words in a Christian's vocabulary, and it has been routinely practiced all through the history of Christianity. The New Testament uses the word 5 times, and it speaks volumes about us and God. In the New Testament, in Ephesians 1:5, it says that God adopted us to himself as sons through Jesus Christ. One of the biggest reasons Jesus came to earth was to adopt children. In Galatians 4:5, the Bible teaches that Jesus Christ came to earth to redeem us so that we might be adopted. In Romans 8:15, it says that we are no longer slaves to our old sinful life, but we have the spirit of adoption as sons. I have told my own adopted children that I was adopted. I have told them, you have been adopted twice, and I have been adopted once. No one is a natural-born member of the family of God. You get in by adoption. So it's a beautiful word in the Christian's vocabulary. Adoption has been a huge factor in Christian history from the very beginning. It was common for people of the ancient world to get rid of unwanted children by taking them out into the wilderness and abandoning them. And Christians would wander the hills around their communities, find these abandoned children, and adopt them. One historian said this contributed greatly to the growth of Christianity. Most of the abandoned babies were girls. When non-Christian families had sons of marriageable age, many of the available young women were in Christian families. They had no choice but to marry into these families because Christians had most of the girls. All through the Middle Ages, entire Christian organizations were devoted to adoption. Children would be kidnapped by barbarian tribes. During many of the wars of the period, these organizations would go to these tribes and ransom the children. If they did not have families to return to, they would be adopted. And this happens today. You may have read about the Korean pastor who runs an orphanage. He installed a drop box by his front door. If someone did not want a child, they could put that child in the drop box. The pastor would then take the child in and raise him. He had adopted 19 of the children as his own and was raising hundreds more. This is what Christians have done all over the world, in every culture, and all through history. Adoption is a huge part of what we are. When people used to ask me, why do you adopt children? I simply told them, it's what we do. My own experience with adoption has been wonderful and full of adventure. My wife and I have 6 birth children and 3 adopted children. We're on the 3-3-3 plan. We have 3 birth daughters, 3 birth sons, and 3 adopted sons. Our adopted sons happen to be children of color. This picture was taken a number of years ago. I wish I had a more recent photo, but it's hard to get the whole family together, as you might guess. My children live all over the world. But here we have my wife, all 9 kids, and 1 daughter-in-law. This is a much more recent photo. It was taken at Christmas and is of my 6 sons in birth order, the oldest on the left. I told them if they did not let me take this picture, and if they did not smile, they would not be allowed to eat Christmas dinner. Thus, the photo was taken. Raising a large interracial family is not easy. Raising children is not easy, but many of you listening to me already know that. But my goodness, is adoption ever worth it? I'm happy to say that my adult children love each other and get together all the time. I think my birth children have been blessed beyond words to have adopted siblings. It has given them experiences you cannot have any other way. And now I have the joy of watching the cousins mingle together. I have 17 grandchildren so far and 3 adopted grandchildren. I feel enormously blessed by our generous God to have all these children, sons and daughters-in-law, and grandchildren. Recently, a colleague of mine asked what advice I would give a couple thinking about adoption. In my next video, I would like to share the answer that I gave her. Thank you for watching. If you find these videos helpful, please hit the subscribe button. May God bless you in a mighty way.